Hey guys, welcome back to another Fushby video. You got Anthony and Mark here. Just at the start of the video here, I'm just going to show you how big the world is in DC Universe and how much detail is put into the world. Now, as you can see there, I'm pretty much on one of the tallest buildings I was close by to anyway. Just doing a little bit of a pan there just to show you. I think that's Gotham City in the distance there, so it just shows you if Metropolis is the size of what we're looking at here, you've got probably exactly the same size on Gotham City. Um, every little bit of this world is so detailed. I mean, buildings or none of the buildings are really identical. On the ground, you can see there's traffic lights and cars moving in the distance. Obviously, if you get close enough, those cars sometimes aren't really there, but it still looks cool. It really adds to the effect of you're in the DC world, and there's a world around you. Okay, so what we've got here is I'm opening the social panel using my O button. Now, when you're in the social panel, there's a few things you can see here. You can see the main chat window, which is a larger version of your small chat window that sits in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. I'm just going to show you here for basic communication. If you're in a party or a group with people, you want to do /G. Now, /G space whatever you want to say. So, hey group, or what's up group, DPS group, etc. Now, if you're in a league, which is a guild, if you play other games, is /L space hey league. Anyone want to do a run? Anyone got this or that? You know, it's up to you what you want to say to your league, but it's really it doesn't remember your settings. So as I'm displaying here, with anything in the game, when you click on someone's name, you'll have a whole bunch of options underneath it. What you do if you're in like a party or a friend or you're nearby someone, clicking on their name, you then have to go to inspect, invite, remove. It's not nice. Here I am adding a friend. So I'm adding Night Rain, Anthony's character, as a friend here. I've typed his name in, hit the plus button, and away I go. Look, in all honesty, we'll go into a little bit more detail later in the video about the social pane. Just while I've got it pulled up open on my screen here, I just want to have a quick chat about it. So the next feature you're going to see me open here will be the display and customization of your character. In the last video I showed new players how they can customize their character in terms of the choices they make, etc. Look, now once you're in the game, you get the ability to collect styles and collect new gear. Each style you collect, you actually remember that style, and it goes into your character customization screen in-game. So as you can see here, I'm just flicking through a few different styles. I've got some helmets, I got some eyewear. Look, I'm only level 8 in this video. Been quite slow on the leveling making these videos, but you can see I haven't collected many styles. I'm just opening what I know I have collected, and you know, obviously, you're going to collect some bigger styles. They all follow your color scheme and everything, which I believe can be actually changed. Now, the cool thing is, if you've developed a character and you like the style it's got, you don't actually need to change it. You can lock the appearance of your character, which is it's pretty cool in terms of that. So what I've done here is I've opened my on-duty menu. Now, your on-duty menu is more or less you're looking for group system. So you can look for your PvP groups, you can look for your alerts, which are your 4-player dungeons. You got your duos and vaults, and vaults. I'll show you a really cool video, probably in the next video, of what your vaults are. But they're pretty cool, a nice way to just grind some styles and some money. So look, we're just gonna talk about the social panel a little bit more. Just while we do that, I'm just going to let you guys watch in one of the latest, I guess they're called mini runs, or little story-driven group questing. So yeah, as I was saying with the social panel, if you want to do anything in-game in terms of communication, or, okay, let's just say I'm in the world, I see Night Rain log on, which is Anthony, of course, and I want to invite him to a group. First, I have to push my O button, then I have to go to my friends list, then I have to hit a down button on my friend name. Now, once I've hit the down button on my friend name, I then have to choose invite to group. It's so fiddly. Like, you've got to do 5 or 6 different things to do a simple action just because you don't have a mouse cursor in game. It's actually really. It takes up, and the thing is with these windows, they take up your whole screen. It really it's like opening a separate application just to invite someone into a party. It's really nasty. Um, it's not something I don't think a lot of the community is enjoying either. I hear a lot of people in other videos and forums saying how much the communication system sucks, and it's just complete rubbish, really. Seriously, the biggest downfall to this game so far. Like, what have you taken from the social panel so far, Anthony? Like, are you? I know you're not a big fan of it, but like, is there anything you want to add to it?
This game seems to be like, just as an example, if Mark was to invite me into a group, I can't actually click accept or okay for the group. You actually have to press enter to accept or press escape to cancel. And this is a message that does take up a little bit of the screen space right in the center, but you would think that, oh, there's big buttons, you can, just go with the mouse, press OK, but no, you have to go with your mouse hand or your other hand, click the enter just to get invited into the group. It's so clunky, the interface, I feel. And as Mark said, yeah, it is definitely like running another application. It's really in your face. It takes you out of what the game is. Just hope that's something they can actually resolve.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those nasty features of the game that I would really like. I mean, I don't know how they could fix it though, unfortunately, because I mean, your mouse is locked to the center of your screen where your crosshair is, I guess, which is obviously the direction you're going to be casting or pointing or shooting anything at. It's really difficult to think how they could change it or improve it. Definitely the chat system needs to be improved because the chat system is quite clunky, like you said, and it doesn't remember. It's not a smart chat like I'm going to use it as a reference. I know people hate it, but like World of Warcraft, for example, if I want to type in party, it's /p, and the next time I push enter to type something, it knows /p is the last thing I typed in, and was most likely the thing they want me to type in next. This game seems to struggle with that. Or so far, I've noticed. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just got a bad memory. But from what I remember, that's how it was for me. And look, even these when we say it's like opening another application, in a way, it feels like it because it's very like sluggish. So if you're opening the social window, you actually feel a bit of like speed difference. Like it feels like it's just your game's hung for a second, and then this panel just slides across your screen and takes up your full view. Um, in that regard, it is like I say it again, it is nasty. It's not the I wouldn't say don't buy the game because of this communication panel, but in terms of the social aspect of the game, at the moment, playing for nearly a week of this game, like we didn't play in beta, but playing a week of this game, I haven't spoken to one person outside of myself and Anthony, and I find that I mean I'm a social player, so I find this kind of boring to be honest, because I like to talk to the people I'm playing with, and I haven't found a nice way to join a decent league or anything yet. I can't be bothered going onto the forums at the moment, and maybe that's what I need to do. But there's no one really. There's no way to know. Oh, this league's looking for players, and these people want a healer. A lot of people are just talking in the general shout, which is when you're in the world, it's just your general chat, and it's just I don't know. It feels boring at the moment in terms of the social aspect of the game, and it's a real letdown because this game offers so much quality and graphic content, and it's got such a good story too. And the whole Brainiac's invading Earth and Lex Luthor's gone back in time and given exobytes to everyone. It's such a cool story, and the DC universe is so cool. It's got such good characters, but the game feels boring because you can't. It doesn't feel like you can make friends with people very easily. Um, and again, it's just I don't know. It's actually disappointing me at the moment because like I said, I am a social player, but. I mean, look, it may work out for some people who just like to play solo. I mean, this game does offer plenty of solo things you can do. This mini dungeon, for instance, it can be done solo. You don't need to do it with a friend. You can do it by yourself, and it kind of gives you the feeling that you are the hero. But yeah, I mean, that's the social thing for me. I'm not a massive fan of it. And even when you join, if you join like a group or a random dungeon, let's just say, that random dungeon, communicating with people in the dungeon is the hardest thing. And the thing is communication in these level 30 dungeons, which is your end game, and you can do your hard modes and everything like that. Communication is the key. If you don't communicate, you can't execute strategies. You don't know where you group up for heals. It really is it's going to be such a hindrance on the game not being able to communicate, and a lot of people don't even know how to communicate. I've only taken the time really today to figure it out myself, but again, I've had no one else to talk to apart from Anthony, and we use a voice chat system ourselves. So, um, again, yeah, it's just at the moment it's just a massive flaw in the game. But look, moving on from that, I feel that we've probably badmouthed that part of the game enough, and I mean, it really doesn't do any credit to the game because it is still a good game. Um, the random dungeon grouping. This feature is really cool because I mean, if I join what's called an alert, which is a four-player dungeon, which groups you with other players who are also looking for the dungeon. Now, the cool thing about this is already implemented in a game. There's a queue system, so all you need to do is you log in. I want to do I want to do an alert with some people. You jump on, sign me up, first available alert. It will just look for a spot for you. You choose your role, whether you're a damage or a healer, a tank or a control. You choose your role and you go in there and bang, you're away with three other players. Sorry, and the thing is if one of those players leaves, you have the ability to just keep going because you don't need a full group to do an alert. It can be a bit slow and you may die a few times, but that's no worries. It's only a repair bill. But it will automatically let people join. So if someone else goes, "Oh, I want to queue for first available," then they automatically will just get dropped into your group and continue. We plan on bringing you guys a bit of footage of Area 51 tomorrow. As you would have noticed, a lot myself and Anthony have rolled Hero's side, and the reason why we've done that is we found that in Villain side, where we were on a PvP server, there was just a bit too much PvP action, which was fun, don't get me wrong, but when you're trying to record a video and you've got a level 30 beating on your ass consistently for half an hour, it really doesn't get a chance to get some good footage. So yeah, look, we are leveling up from scratch again, but we are going to bring you that Area 51 video and show you how those alerts work and how the grouping is done, and hopefully be able to demonstrate how healing works and how control classes work. Because what I've done here is I've actually gone for a sorcery healer, started speccing into all healing talents and everything. So the plan is to hopefully be able to show you what that how it works. You would already notice on the screen there's a few plus green numbers on the screen, and that they are heals, but it's not me directly selecting a target and healing, you would have noticed. But look, we'll go into that a little bit more later. Look, we are going to get some. We are going to try. What we're going to try and do is we're going to try and get to max level as quick as possible, and try and show you guys the basics of level 30 dungeons and hard modes. I think that's the good thing is, we're going to bring you us learning the game as you would be learning the game as if you were playing it for the first time. And I think it's kind of a good thing of what we're doing. We are not, we haven't been playing this game for years, or we haven't been playing in the beta, so we're only learning ourselves, and we can bring you a truthful and honest opinion about what we think of the game, and that's what we want to do for all games. Like, DC Universe isn't going to be the only game we're going to be reviewing. We're going to try and get our hands on some other games, and we're open to suggestions. If you're looking at a game and you feel like, I'd like to these guys to pull it apart, because that's what we're going to do. We're going to give you an honest opinion on the game, because why do you want to go out and buy a game just to say, shit, I wish I didn't buy that. What a waste of $50. So look, that's the advantage of being able to watch this channel, guys. I mean, we'll pick any game, you pick any game, we'll try and pull it apart and tell you the goods and the bads in an honest way, not in a biased way that just makes the game look good. So look, that's the end of this video. Hopefully it was informative, and we'll get the Area 51 dungeon run out soon. Thanks.
But too late! My arrival is imminent!